What's great with you today, man? Where your energy at? I'm always asking you that to do a self-check of where your energy at. Today is Mental Health Mondays. And I'm always in my meditation just hoping I can say something or something come to me that can spark that or ignite that flame of love within yourself. And I thought about it, whoa, what about our childhood traumas? What about the relationship we had with our mother? As I'm thinking about it, a lot of our behaviors come from childhood trauma. If we have not such a loving relationship with our mother, we have a larger amygdala. So we're more susceptible to fight or flight. So breathing and meditation and self-love and that internal love is so important with feeling yourself, because we have different mannerisms and different behaviors that come from our childhood traumas. But if we dumb it down and don't pay no attention, most times, fellas, we not really in tune with our feelings because we put them to the side because we was taught don't show emotions and don't deal with emotions. But by not dealing with our emotions, we can't heal because we're acting as if it doesn't matter or it's no big deal or I don't care. That's not a truth. We're wearing a mask and pretend that we're so hard, but we're really not on the inside because our childhood traumas keep coming up and we don't know how to heal with them. We keep doing other things where it could be overworking. It could be over occupying our time. It could be drinking. It could be drugging. It could be playing video games, but it's not actually healing with this emotion that keeps coming up. So let's just think about it within yourself. It's only your truth. Only you can pull you up out of a lower conscious vibration. No matter how much I send you love, no matter how much your therapist send you love, until you recognize it within yourself, that inner divinity dwells within, and we're able to forgive ourselves for our childhood dramas, wherever they might have been. It could have been molestation, or it could have been introduced to sex too early, not physically but mentally. It could have been verbal abuse. It could be that your mom's always talking down to you. So in order for us to heal ourselves and have a better relationship with ourselves, we got to learn how to heal a relationship with our mother, because our mother is the first woman that we love and come in contact with. So our relationship with our mother going to dictate every relationship with every other woman. I'm coming from my experience, so I had to learn how to heal from my mom being raped at 7 years old based on fear, and she raised me on a fear-based situation, never tell nobody about it. So how could I possibly reach my higher elevation if I have a fearful parent because somebody forced themselves on her? So I can only be so much. So that was the tug of war with me and my mother, and not to add religion. I was read Jehovah's Witness. So that was another thing that came between me and my mom, another tug of war. But until I was able to heal from that and become within my spirit and relieve myself and forgive myself of the past trauma that was put on me out of love. Don't get it twisted. Our mothers did what they did to us out of love, not knowing the effect of it. So dealing with our childhood traumas with our mother is the cause. The effect is the power is not in the effect. The power is in the cause. And I realized the cause of me acting out my behavior, not beside the concussions, but it was my childhood trauma I went through with my mother. So fellas, ladies as well, sit down in some spare time and think about, truthfully, how was the relationship with your mother? If it was wonderful, super cool. But if it wasn't, just realize it's not your fault. You're going to have a larger amygdala based on fight or flight. So this nostril breathing is so important. Remember, the Most High blew air in our nostrils, man. Think about it. It's our nostril breathing that helps us heal with the situation. Not saying it's not going on, but when we breathe, we have a higher awareness on it. We can look at it from a higher perspective. We have a higher consciousness of it. We're coming from a God consciousness that is way higher than a human consciousness. So that breathing and understanding, we want to connect with our higher consciousness and not deal with, but heal with our childhood trauma. So mine might have came from my mom, I don't know. But I know mine came from my mother. I'm speaking from my experience. And I want to be able you to feel that joy and that inner peace when you release that victim, or release this is the reason why, or release something that's outside yourself that you couldn't control. Love yourself. Love your mother even more because she did the best she could. And remember, your wellness is your wealth. Namaste, thug. Wait, I almost forgot. This Sunday coming up, fellas, it's the second meeting of the Super Kings. This week we'll be talking about spiritual wellness. That's so key because that spiritual wellness kind of ties back into that childhood trauma because our spirit was tainted with fear. Oh man, fear and love can't occupy the same space and time. So come this Sunday from 1 to 4 because it was so long and so lovely. We want to kind of start early so we can still get finished on time. Breathe into it and don't believe into it. Remember, Namaste, thug. And that thug stands for true heart under God. Love yourself unconditionally. And remember, your wellness is your wealth. Peace.